So now we're going to be doing a majority element, read code 169. So it's given that an array n of size n, we have to return the majority element. So the majority element is the element that appears more than n by 2 times, that is more than half the time. So here it's given this 3, so majority element is 3 because it half is like roughly 1.5, which is 1, so it appears more than 1, which is 2, so 3. So similarly here it's 2 is the majority element. So what can we think of as the first naive approach? We can just use a hash map, right? Just create a hash map, store for each element, store the frequencies, and then just check which frequency is more than n by 2, and we return that. But the better and most optimal approach is called the Moore voting algorithm. So how it basically works is it just iterates throughout the array. We just keep track of the element, that is the majority element, which initialized is to null, and then the frequency we initialize it to 0. So when we iterate, we check, okay, the frequency, initial frequency is 0, so we just assign the majority element as 2. Move next is the same, majority element is equal to the current iterating element, that is 2, so we increment the frequency value. Okay, alright, I'll just explain it over here. So it's given that 2, 2, 1, 1, 2 and 2, right? So as we initially frequency equal to 0 and element, okay, this is equal to null initially, so we write for v in element. Okay, just drag it and explain maybe. So first element equal to null and frequency equal to 0, right? So first at x0 and x0, so frequency also is initially 0, right? So we put element as 2 and frequency equal to 1. Okay, and then the next at x1 element equals to also 2, elements will be the same, and we increment the frequency equal to 2. At x3, 2, element will be also 2 and frequency to decrease it by 1. Now at x3 here, when we reach 0, 1, 2, 3, element is not equal to the current iterating element, right? So we have to decrease the frequency. But if the frequency becomes 0, we have to change the current element to 1. To 0. At x4, element will be 2. They're different. So element will still be 1, and then we just increment the frequency by 1. And then at x5, element will be 2 and frequency will be 0, and then is return 2 of the element. So I'll just code this up quickly. It says first int frequency equal to 0 and int element equal to null, and then we just iterate for auto v in nums, iterate to the array to check initially if frequency equal to 0, just element equal to v, right? Then we check if so we just increment the element, right? So frequency, see, we just have to update the frequency here. So plus equal to, so we increment it by 1 if the current element is the same as the current element which you are iterating, otherwise we decrement it. So we just check here, element equal to v, if it is the same, we increment it by 1. If it is true, we increment it by 1, or else negative, and we just return the element. This works, I guess. See. So element submit. Yep.